Alright, so we're talking about basic training. So they had this guy, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to embarrass him, but he was a big guy, real big guy, and a white guy, and he lost so much weight so quickly over a few weeks that his body started shaking one night, and we were like, oh my god, we thought he was dying, you know. And so he took him to the hospital and he got put on 2 weeks bed rest, which meant he was out of our unit. He had to come back and finish basic training later. That kind of sucked because we liked the guy, but he was doing good. He lost so much weight so frigging fast. But one time we were doing PT, right? We were all running in formation, and he fell. And they told him, get up, you better get off the ground. We don't run on the ground, we run on our feet, or something like that. They said something like that. But he got up and he starts running again. And he fell again. And when he fell, like, that time he started crying. He started going, and they were all dancing around him in a circle. The drill sergeant's going, baby, 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 wee, 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 baby, baby, baby. And people in the formation are like, don't laugh, don't laugh. But and you know, it's sad because that was one of us, you know, that was one of our, you know, we had become a team. But it was funny. I'm sorry, it was funny. We were trying to keep a straight face and we just had to keep laughing. It wouldn't have mattered if we laughed. All the drill sergeants were around that guy, so none of them would have saw us laughing. But it was bad, man. They were on us, and I was pretty good at running, though. I really was. Running was probably one of my strengths. I liked running. Push-ups I hated because my arms are so long, I have so far to go. They had one guy who, because you're supposed to, when you do a push-up, you're supposed to break the plane. That means as you come down, your shoulder blades will come across your arms to your elbows, and your elbows are supposed to go up above your shoulder blades. That's called breaking the plane. And this guy, he was short and stocky, and his chest was so big he couldn't break the plane. Every time he'd go down, his chest would hit the ground. And they said, you're not breaking the plane, you're not doing correct push-ups. And we're thinking, what the hell's he supposed to do, cut his chest off? And I couldn't keep my back straight. You're also supposed to keep your back straight when you do push-ups. And I couldn't keep my back straight. And the drill sergeants kept saying I wasn't doing correct, and I couldn't pass any of the physical fitness tests. And my commander, Captain Hood, that was his name, yeah, great guy. I think it was Captain Hood, yeah, that wanted me to, I remember Captain Hood came up and asked me about the results when I went to the doctor. But I think it was Captain Hood that suggested I go to the doctor. He goes, I want him to go to the doctor. I want this guy checked out. Make sure his back, nothing's wrong with his back. So I went to the doctor, and she made me do push-ups real slow. And she said, you're never going to have a straight back because I got like this natural curve in my lower back. Probably because of the way I walked. I don't know. But she said, yeah, and she wrote down natural curvature, which when the drill sergeants read it, that means. So when I was being tested for push-ups in the physical fitness test, the person grading me has to understand my back is never going to be straight. And there were a lot of guys like that. So that was kind of funny, I guess. Was that a funny story? But there was one night when we were doing some of those, we were doing some type of drills or something. I don't remember what we were doing, but we were wore out. And this one dude, he fell inside the barracks, and he couldn't get up. He was like, I can't get up, drill sergeant. And they were like, get up. And he wouldn't get up. He was just laying there. He goes, oh, I can't. He was just laying there on the floor. So Drill Sergeant Gary knelt down in front of this guy, pulled out a knife, and flicked it open. And then he reached over to the private and put that knife blade in his leg, the back of his leg. And we're thinking, whoa, we ain't supposed to be doing that. What the hell's going on? That private got up so freaking fast. He was up at a and that's when we were like, I mean, we're standing here, legs hurting, back hurting, waiting on you to get up, and there was nothing wrong with you. We were so mad at that guy, man. You're like, so I guess, you know, Drill Sergeant Gary had been doing it a while. He was like, what's wrong with this guy? That was funny, though. That was a miracle cure. You're healed with a knife blade. I remember one time, we had these guys who were in charge of the squads, right? And they were us, part of us. You would get chosen to be like a squad leader. And one of my squad leaders was just like going off on me while I was doing push-ups, so I mouthed off to him. I said, look, man, you know what? Bite me, okay? And then there was this other big Italian guy, and he mouthed off to one of the squad leaders too, so both of us had to go see the drill sergeant. And the only thing Drill Sergeant Campbell told me was, look, you're gonna be frustrated. And it was over the push-ups. He goes, you've got long arms, which means you have to work that much harder to do push-ups. He goes, you know, just, you're gonna be frustrated. Of course you're gonna, you know, they're gonna be irritated. Just let it go. Let it go. I don't want you getting upset at these squad leaders. And I was like, yes, Drill Sergeant. He's like, all right, just, it's okay, man. It's all right, okay? Then he looks at the big Italian guy, and he asks him what happened. Because I had told Drill Sergeant Campbell what happened. I said, I just got pissed off. He's wanting me to do more push-ups. I was doing the best I could. He told me I was not doing them right, and I was a failure. And I, you know, and Drill Sergeant, that's when Drill Sergeant told me, it's all right, man. You're going to get upset. I understand that. But then he turns to the Italian guy and he goes, what happened? And I guess I had told Drill Sergeant Campbell what the squad leader had told him happened. So it kind of, you know, he knew I wasn't lying. So the Italian guy says, well, Drill Sergeant, and he tells him what happened. Drill Sergeant Campbell leans back because he's over his desk and he leans back. He goes, come on, what really happened? And I'm like, what? I guess he was lying, you know. So he goes, I had to go get an ink pen. So Drill Sergeant Campbell asked the guy again. He goes, tell you what. So Drill Sergeant Campbell tells him, what you're telling me isn't exactly what I heard from the squad leader. He goes, so you've got 30 seconds to tell me the truth and tell me what happened. 30 seconds. And while he's staring at this guy, and he starts tapping his pen on the desk, so you hear this for like almost 30 seconds. He goes, 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. And it was funny as hell. And the guy's sweating. I mean, he's got sweat going down his face. It was like an interrogation. What happened? I'm Joe Friday. No, that was funny though. I was just sitting there like, I was trying to keep a straight face, man. And Drill Sergeant Campbell knew it because he looks over at me and starts smirking, you know. And he knew I wanted to laugh.